Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. Yeah. My name is Rebecca Gomez. I'm the Associate Dean of Undergraduate Student Success in the College of Science. My job in the Dean's Office is to support undergraduate students. Hola, mi nombre es Rebecca Gomez. Soy la decana asociado de éxito estudiantil de pregrado en la Facultad de Ciencias. Mi trabajo en la oficina del decano es apoyar a los estudiantes. Welcome to the College of Science Spring 2023 Convocation. Out of courtesy, we ask you to silence your cell phones. Per university policy, we encourage wearing a mask, but do not require them. Indoors, we care about the health and safety of our Wildcat community. As we celebrate this special day, we respectfully acknowledge the University of Arizona is on the land and territories of indigenous peoples. Today, Arizona is home to 22 federally recognized tribes, with Tucson being home to the O'odham and the Yaqui. Committed to diversity and inclusion, the university strives to build sustainable relationships with sovereign Native nations and indigenous communities through education offerings, partnerships, and community service. Buenas noches y bienvenidos. Hoy celebramos la ceremonia de la convocatoria del Colegio de Ciencia. Gracias por unirse a nuestra celebración. I'd now like to introduce Dean Carmela Garzion, the Dean of the College of Science.
Hello, everyone. As we begin today's ceremony, I'd like to share that we are hosting this ceremony in memory and honor of our dear colleague, mentor, and friend, Dr. Thomas Meixner. "2023 graduates, welcome and congratulations on the completion of your degrees. Your experiences over the past couple of years pursuing your education during a global pandemic has not been typical, but you have adapted and persevered. We are so proud of you. To family and friends in the audience, these graduates have pursued very challenging degrees in the sciences. They have learned about and researched and contributed to solving outstanding problems, working alongside other students, faculty, and staff in the College of Science. And as you can see every day in the news, science is playing a critical role in addressing challenges that face our society. Science is enabling us to answer difficult and exciting questions and to find new opportunities and innovations. The pursuit of scientific understanding is making our world a better place to live in. And we are so grateful to our graduates for helping to spread understanding of the value of science in society today. Congratulations, graduates. I'm now pleased to introduce a very inspiring keynote speaker today, Sherry Blowett. Let me tell you a little bit about Sherry. So Sherry is an MD and associate professor in physical medicine and rehabilitation at Harvard Medical School, the distinguished chair in physical medicine and rehabilitation at Brigham and Women's Hospital, and chief medical officer at Spaulding Rehabilitation Hospital. She is an attending sports medicine physician at Mass General Brigham and serves as founding director of the Kelly Adaptive Sports Research Institute. Dr. Blowett is also a former Paralympic athlete in the sport of wheelchair racing. She competed for the United States team in 3 Paralympic Games and brought home a total of 7 Paralympic medals. She is also a 2-time winner of both the Boston and New York City marathons. Translating her background as an athlete to the clinical setting, Dr. Blauett is a pioneer and change agent around disability and health equity, focusing on sport and physical activity for health promotion and chronic disease prevention. She is deeply committed to ensuring that opportunities for achieving optimal health are equitable and inclusive for all people with disabilities. She serves as a member of the International Paralympic Committee's Medical Committee, the International Olympic Committee Medical and Scientific Commission, and on the board of directors for the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee. In 2016, she was the recipient of the Harvard Medical School Harold Amos Faculty Diversity Award and was named one of Boston's 10 Outstanding Young Leaders by the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce. In 2019, she was named by the Boston Business Journal as one of the 40 under 40 community leaders. Let's welcome Sherry to the stage and hear what insights she has for you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Cami, for the really kind introduction. This is so incredibly exciting. Hello, College of Science graduating class of 2023. Give yourselves a hand. First and foremost, congratulations, you did it. Thank you for inviting me to provide your commencement address today. It is an absolute honor and privilege. You've all been on a truly incredible journey that represents an integral part of your life story and lived experience, and it is unique to you. Only you know about the ups and downs, the setbacks, and the success that you've experienced along the way. And only you understand those late nights, those early mornings, the hard work and dedication that brought you here. This journey has made each of you who you are, and you should be so, so proud, and we are so, so proud. Thank you. Throughout her career, the famous tennis player Billie Jean King often said, "Pressure is a privilege." Considered one of the greatest tennis players of all time, King won 39 Grand Slam titles. And when she walked out onto the court, people were counting on her, and they expected her to win. And the weight of that expectation might have crushed anyone else, but not her. I'm 100% certain that each and every one of you has felt pressure at various times throughout your undergraduate experience at the U of A. It was the butterflies in your stomach before an important final. It was that adrenaline rush before a major presentation. And it was feeling overwhelmed by that growing to-do list and not enough time to get it all done. And we've all felt that. My words of wisdom for you today are simple. I want you to keep seeking that feeling of pressure. And you may ask why? Because pressure is a privilege. It means that people have expectations of you. It means that they're inspired by you. It means that you've earned the right to be there, and people are waiting to see you perform. It means that you are still seeking to find out what you are truly capable of. It means that you are brave, and only through bravery do you find out who you really are. Please allow me to tell you a little bit about my story and how I've learned to see pressure as a privilege. I was born and raised in a small family farm in rural Iowa, and this was a rural community where everyone knew everyone and people generally supported each other. I started walking when I was 11 months old and was quickly toddling around and getting into trouble. And one fateful day, I toddled away from my mom and into the driveway of our farm, and my life changed in an instant when I was run over by a tractor. I was rushed to the hospital for emergent surgery, and clearly, I survived. But in that moment, my life was redefined by a complete spinal cord injury, meaning that I would be a wheelchair user for the remainder of my life. As I grew into childhood, I learned how to play and cause trouble like every other kid. And like most people with disabilities, I became very resilient and very creative. I figured out how to keep up and make things work no matter what it took. Yet as I got into elementary school and particularly middle school, I had in many ways already been typecast and profiled by those around me. People saw me through the lens of this ableist narrative that was very dominant at the time, and the common themes were fragility and pity. And simply put, people frankly felt sorry for me in many ways. I recall one day in elementary school when all the kids in class were asked what they wanted to be when they grew up. And I said that I wanted to be an astronaut. And the teacher kind of looked at me and said, "Really? Are you sure?" She told me that I should, quote, do something I could be good at, and encouraged me to get a desk job. No one was really pushing me to think big, to work hard, and to fight for my dreams. And I was really on a very well-paved path towards mediocrity. And this story may resonate with many of you who, because of your personal characteristics, have also been subject to what's been framed in the literature as the phenomenon of lowered expectations. Those who are subject to this phenomenon are typically people who are experiencing stigma and discriminations due to the isms that we're all very familiar with: sexism, racism, ageism, classism, and in my case, ableism, among many others. Lowered expectations are really insidious, and they represent the opposite of positive pressure. And it takes the right intervention at the right time to break that cycle of lowered expectations and to set our lives on a totally different path. For me, what broke that cycle was sports. Throughout all those years growing up in the rural Midwest, I never identified as an athlete, but better put, I was never given the opportunity to identify as an athlete. And of course, you can't be what you can't see. The pivotal turning point for me happened in 8th grade when our high school track coach invited me to come out for the track team. This coach was extraordinary, and he changed my life in so many ways. He saw a wheelchair racing event at the state track meet, and he came back to school, and he tapped me on the shoulder to say, "You should come out for the track team." To which I replied, "No thanks, coach, I don't play sports. I'm not into that." But with enough coaxing, I went out for the team the following season. And to be honest, I initially had no fun at all. We'd go to regional meets, and they've had a 100-meter and a 400-meter race. And I would race down the home stretch by myself with people doing a nice clap and saying, "Well, isn't that nice?" And at the end of the season, I was actually ready to quit. However, I had another pivotal turning point when I went to that state track meet, and I met several other teenage girls with disabilities. I saw that they had racing wheelchairs, and I heard them crack self-deprecating wheelchair jokes, and I knew I had found my people. I started to go to practices, and with time, started to actually acquire skill. Importantly, I also started to feel positive pressure. I started to win, and with each win, I knew that people's expectations were rising slowly but surely. And with those rising expectations, I experienced a true evolution in my self-identity, and I started to think differently about my capabilities and my potential. The next step in my journey was the University of Arizona. And you might ask, yeah. You might ask, how did this Midwest farm kid make her way to Tucson, of all places? Well, as I approached the end of high school, I knew that I wanted to be able to compete while also pursuing my education. I wanted to be a true student athlete. And at that time, due to the visionary work of several key leaders here at the U of A, this was one of only 2 universities in the country that supported a full adaptive sports program, where students with disabilities can hone their skill and receive daily coaching while also pursuing their academic goals. Upon arrival to campus, I immediately began to thrive, and I thrived because my mentors and role models continued to push me in a positive and supportive way. They told me they believed in me and they had expectations, even if the rest of the world didn't always have those same. In my 4 years as an undergraduate student here, I yet again reframed that self-identity and understood my potential as a leader was not only local, but also national and in some cases, global. I won international races. I was a finalist for the Rhodes Scholarship through the support of the College of Science and the Honors College, and I studied abroad, and frankly, I grew immeasurably as a person. Fast forward to 2004, when I had the honor of winning the women's wheelchair division of the Boston Marathon, which was the proudest moment of my sports career. And as I pushed down that final stretch with the crowds roaring, I knew that my life was about to change. And my experience in sport taught me that not only can I win the Boston Marathon and win a gold medal for Team USA at the Paralympics, I can also be the first wheelchair user to attend Stanford Medical School and complete residency at Harvard. Sports taught me that I can, thank you. Sports taught me that I can use my voice to change the game for others who may be suffering from the phenomenon of lowered expectations. Sports taught me that I can perform under pressure and that indeed pressure is a privilege. And this shift in perspective has now led to opportunities to help others think differently about their own potential. And who would have thought it was all due to the influence of that coach in 8th grade? So as you leave this commencement ceremony today and begin to think of the next phase of your life journey, I ask that you do 2 things. And I should note it's okay to pursue these 2 things after a vacation. You should all go celebrate. Go have some fun, please. But please remember this for when you return and you're ready to buckle down for the next phase in your journey. Number 1, remember that pressure is indeed a privilege. And please keep your expectations of yourself sky high. Never lower those expectations, and importantly, don't let others lower their expectations of you. Ignore the naysayers. Remember that failure is only temporary, it's part of the journey, and that it's an opportunity to learn. And when you fail, pick yourself back up and take the next moonshot. Reach for the sky. Number 2, be a mentor and a role model to others, especially the next generation. Constantly seek out the potential in those around you and remember that your voice matters in their lives. You have a tremendous power to help those around you understand that they must have expectations for themselves and that they should be thinking big about their own potential. Use that power for good and help to set others on a path that has been laid out for you. So thank you again for the invitation to be with you here today. And with that, I'll say go Cats, bear down. Congratulations to the College of Science.
Thank you, Dr. Blauett, for that amazing, inspiring address. It's such an honor to have you with us to honor our students. We're now going to go into the section of the ceremony that involves the presentation of graduates. I have a few things to say to you, as well as we'll have the outstanding senior for the College of Science give her keynote address before the students start lining up. First of all, I'd like to request that everybody stay until the end of the ceremony. Students, when we call your department, undergraduate students should gather at the front of the group, graduate students at the back. Faculty advisors planning to hood their students should join the graduate student in line. Graduate students, please stand in front of the box. Your faculty mentor will stand behind the box and hood you. So you should stand in front of the box facing out. We'll display messages that students compose for the audience as we announce their names. You'll see them on the Jumbotron. And some other things you'll see is that because many students participated in undergraduate research, you'll see a logo on their slides showing that. Some graduates are also wearing colored braided cords representing awards for academic excellence. We'd also like to recognize our graduating science ambassadors. You met our prior science ambassadors when you came here before you started in your first year. These students were selected by their departments to serve the college at recruitment, outreach, and community events, and we depict their service on their personal slide. Throughout the ceremony, you will notice that on the Jumbotron, we have a live Twitter feed. Please do send shout outs to your favorite grads. You can join the fun on Twitter at #COSGrads2023, displayed, it should be displayed on the screen. But anyway, I'll spell it out for you. #COSGRADS2023. I would now like to introduce Vanessa Addison, our College of Science Outstanding Senior, who will give an address. Vanessa is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry as well as minors in Chemistry and Spanish. She's passionate about biomedical science and health education with personal and professional goals to increase health literacy and provide aid to traditionally underserved communities. Vanessa's pursuits are motivated by her love for science and dedication to service. Throughout her time in college, she volunteered at the Sister Jose Women's Homeless Center, helping to provide care and comfort to those in crisis. Inspired by her time at the shelter, she initiated a social media campaign to raise awareness about homelessness in Tucson. This experience served as a touchstone for her advocacy work within the Fight for Her organization, which campaigns for affordable, inclusive health justice reform. Throughout the pandemic, Vanessa served as an EMT in a mobile pod, a point of distribution to vaccinate students and Tucson residents. You may have seen her there. She also worked in an addiction rehabilitation clinic and recognized the fundamental impact of social determinants on people's access to care. In 2021, Vanessa began research in the lab of Dr. Ross Buchan. Her efforts to understand the molecular mechanisms underpinning amyotrophic lateral sclerosis culminated in an honors thesis and contributions to a scientific publication. She is committed to enhancing STEM inclusivity and has served as a preceptor, in other words, an undergraduate teaching assistant. She's also been an ambassador for chemistry and biochemistry, a peer mentor for other students, a chemistry tutor for organic chemistry, and she's worked at the SALT Center as a tutor. Vanessa is a Merrill Freeman Medal recipient and was recently honored with the Ronald Gonzalez Wildcat Spirit Award and the Michael A. Wells Scholarship for Excellence in Research. One of her greatest memories is having been crowned the University of Arizona Homecoming Queen. This fall, Vanessa will attend the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine to pursue her MD as part of the 2027 class. She aspires to integrate clinical practice and academic medicine with the goal of pursuing a career in teaching medicine. Please welcome Vanessa to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for that lovely introduction, Dr. Gomez. Standing up here, I have never been more grateful for my exceptionally poor eyesight. Yeah, it turns out that being incredibly nearsighted definitely has its perks when speaking to large audiences. It's quite soothing to only be able to see about 20 feet in front of me, so hi everyone. When I was selected to initially give this speech, I felt a tremendous amount of excitement and honor because it truly is a privilege being able to speak on the behalf of my amazing peers. But I also didn't know quite what to talk about. Initially, I resorted to Googling some renowned philosophers, and I contemplated stringing together their quotes, but then I freaked out about plagiarism. And I also realized that that approach was a little inauthentic, and it kind of made me sound like a walking thesaurus. So instead, if I may, for the next few minutes, I would just love to be real and share a little bit about my journey here. For a lot of my childhood, I was brought up in a very small farming community in Scotland where the sheep really do outnumber the human inhabitants by about a 300-to-1 ratio. Yeah, the sheep were my friends. This was where my fascination with science began, specifically one day when I witnessed the birth of a baby lamb. I remember I was standing in this grassy pasture along with my 3 cousins who were like totally mortified that this was taking place. But I was really intrigued. I had witnessed a miracle that day, and it really just stuck with me. My interest in science grew as my childhood became filled with ladybug terrariums and dinosaur collections and amateur microbiology, which, just to clarify, boiled down to me swabbing like various bodily orifices and then seeing what grew. Truly, though, these were all formative elements of my journey into more sophisticated realms of science. But even into college, I wasn't totally sure about what career I wanted to pursue, and I found myself being increasingly drawn into community service and social justice efforts. Early on, as Dr. Gomez mentioned, I began volunteering at Sister Jose, which is a women's homeless shelter here in Tucson. And I did this, of course, to provide aid, but also really to learn. You see, for my life, I have been very, very fortunate to always have a roof over my head and food on my plate, so to speak, but I know that that is not the reality for the majority of people living in this country today, and probably for some of you here today as well. I grew very close to the women of Sister Jose, and just hearing about the adversities that they encounter and their day-to-day struggles, it really humbled me. I remember one day a woman came into the shelter just looking totally disheveled and holding some towels up against her head. Turns out she had been hit by some litter that had been thrown at her out of a passing car window. We provided first aid, but she was very hesitant to call an ambulance, fearing that she would be turned away for being uninsured and homeless. And that really broke my heart. I wondered how the most vulnerable of people could be so far removed from healthcare. And motivated to learn more about this dynamic, I did merge my interests in science and advocacy to pursue a career in medicine. I do believe that medicine is one of the most altruistic professions. However, throughout history, there has been such a divide between the medical and scientific communities and the outside world. Working as an EMT during COVID to distribute vaccines, I interacted with a diverse group of people seeking care and information, and many of whom described feeling not only isolated, but honestly a little mistrustful of science during this time. I could empathize with their concerns, but realized that by inviting them into a conversation and explaining the science of the vaccine in simpler terms, I was able to bridge a gap. Through our conversations, I formed connections, and by sharing knowledge, I found that I was really able to empower people, and it served as a poignant reminder of the importance of scientific outreach. I think I should stop saying my P's and my B's. The microphone doesn't seem to like that. So, graduates, as I stand before you today, I do want to emphasize that bridging the gap between the scientific community and the wider world, it's crucial. By now, you have clearly mastered whatever it is you study. You know that chemistry enables us to comprehend matter and energy, and how math provides us with this beautiful framework for deciphering patterns in the real world. How psychology is so much more than just being the go-to friend for relationship advice, though that is often helpful. And that physics, actually, I'm so sorry, I meant to cut physics out of my speech. I still don't really know what physics is about. If anyone wants to explain that after. But the point is, as you move on to whatever comes next, I do ask you all to remember that knowing your science really well and being able to actually communicate it to other people are two distinct skills. I implore you to master both, and I will certainly try to do the same. As my time draws to a close, I would like to thank my friends, my brilliant classmates, all of you, my exceptional professors and mentors, but perhaps most importantly, I don't know where they're seated, but my incredible mom and dad who are just the most wonderful support system. They're cute. Before sitting back down, I do want to share just a little bit more broad insight because beyond being scientists today, we are all also navigating the exciting and often perplexing realm of being 20-something-year-olds. I know I promised I wouldn't include too many references to old quotes in my speech, but nonetheless, in the words of the ancient and wise philosopher Hannah Montana, it ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the ride. It's the climb. Oh my God, I messed that up. Anyways, sorry, Hannah Montana. These words have been my reminder that personal fulfillment is truly dependent on our willingness to be resilient. Slowing down your life to figure out what you want to do does not make you a failure. And just because somebody else achieved their goals before you achieved yours, well, that does not make your journey any less meaningful. I think that what really matters for all of us is just having a goal in mind and the wherewithal to achieve it. So to the class of 2023, I really do wish you the very best of luck in all of your endeavors. And congratulations on completing this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa, for being such an outstanding representative for our students. Okay, the students are going to start lining up, and while they're doing that, I'm going to share some interesting facts about the College of Science with you. First of all, graduates, did you know that about 60% of you are women? Yes? 48% of you are from underrepresented minorities. And 28% of you are the first from your families to graduate from college. Did you also know in the past several years your professors had made many exciting discoveries? From Mike Warraby from the Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, whose team traced the origins of the coronavirus, to Jessica Tierney from the Department of Geosciences, who was a lead author on a major intergovernmental report from the United Nations, providing the latest assessment of scientific knowledge about warming of the planet and projections for future warming, to Dante Loretta and Heather Enos from the college's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory, who led the first ever NASA mission to return an asteroid sample to Earth from Bennu. And don't forget to check us out in September when the sample will return to Earth. We are also excited to announce that NASA recently extended the University of Arizona-led mission to the study of the near-Earth asteroid Apophis, led by Dr. Dani Mendoza de la Agustina, an assistant professor of psychology and a proud Latina. Yeah. Something else you might not know is that many of the students here in the audience actually contributed to these discoveries that were made in the College of Science through their skill in research. Finally, Carol Barnes and Lee Ryan from the Department of Psychology won a $60 million award over 5 years to lead a consortium of scientists in the study of brain aging with the goal of developing precise treatments precisely for individuals. I'll now introduce our name readers. Martha Whitaker is an associate professor and director of graduate studies in the Department of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences. Tom Fleming is a professor and astronomer in the Department of Astronomy. Cynthia Anhalt is an associate professor and director of secondary math education in the Department of Physics. And Tori Hidalgo is an assistant professor and general chemistry lab manager in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Okay, we're going to start. I'm going to call Buell Januzzi, the Department Head of Astronomy, forward to introduce that department.
Good afternoon. Our students, staff, and faculty explore the universe together and share what we learn with the entire world. Whether it is imaging the event horizon of a black hole in the center of the Milky Way, or studying planets around other stars with the most powerful telescopes in the world, many of which we built, our students have excelled at making the most of their opportunities while they're here at the University of Arizona. I'm pleased to introduce the graduating class of 2023, including the largest number of PhD graduates in a single year in the history of our department. Congratulations to all our graduates and to their family and friends who have supported them so extremely well. Congratulations, graduates.
Sally Like, Charlie Goldberg, Mika Lambert, Bennett Skinner, Aiden Nakle, Peter Hartman, Zachary Werber, Jay Motka, Mazun Yazim Alzabi, Ritvik Basant, Sanvi Karinar, Carl Ingebretson, Avichal Kaul, Cyrus Worley, Maximus Javier Cruz, Parth Parab, Rainier Squilace, Vivian Caravaggio, Ryan Boyden, Gabriela Bazzola, Jeremy Dietrich, Raphael Wieding, Harrison Krantz, Raga Deepika Pucha, Samantha Shibeli,
Craig Aspinwall, the department head of chemistry and biochemistry, will now introduce that department.
Good afternoon, everyone. In chemistry and biochemistry, our students study the chemical composition of the world around us. Our interdisciplinary research addresses some of the most important problems facing society, including the development of new materials for energy generation and storage, and investigations into the molecular origins of disease. These research efforts are made possible by the engagement of students, many of whom are walking across the stage here today. A combination of coursework, hands-on laboratory, and independent research experiences provide a strong foundation for their future successes. Our graduates have developed these skills and are now moving on to diverse careers as scientists and beyond, where they apply these broad problem-solving skills. So on behalf of the entire department, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates here today.
Brent Lee. Vanessa Addison. Sami Muslami. Wesley Chu. Lindsay Barney. Nick Kipola. Eric Primek. Lincoln Opara. Melissa Leilani Lim. Samantha Weidman. Larissa Trujillo. Rodrigo Arana Guiardo. Therese Culiangra. Hillary Schiff. Caitlin Chung. Alexis Krunchak Taylor. Rachel Hurley. Christopher Nabong. Anthony Di Girolamo. Shayna Mattern. Madeline Stevens. Melissa Conder Ernest. Diego Acevedo. Christian Shavira. Andrew Kim. Madeline Milner. Emily Chien. Tu Long Yu. Samuel Keller. Matthew Corrales. Hey. Jack Nichols. George Fabian. Ryan Wang. Grace Tagiri. Emmy Andrea Ortizo. Samuel Stewart. Rancis Romero. Brianna Pomales. Emily Thompson. Martin Gamez. Tiana Alvarez Williams. Diang Pham. Victoria Munaz. Leah Chiuf. Andre Orpeza. Peter Olenberg. Nicole Ferguson. Carson Freeling. Preston Buttery. Elizabeth Brown. Nicholas Mortimer. Adriana Maureen Beltran. Emma Slektovich. Rudolfo Souza Amero de Calvajo. Sarah Tyler. Chiche Hirsch. Anna Hamstra. Ravindu Nayakara. E.A. Dinishi Anamapa Perez. Fatima Dul. Shalini Kadina Pulimi. Natasha Cornejo. Julia Townsend. Alyssa Werner. Agata Orlinsky. Genesis Kagas. Zikun Liu.
Christian Kohlberg, the interim department head of computer science, will now say a few words about that department.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Christian Kohlberg, department head in the Department of Computer Science. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Computer science combines software engineering, mathematics, and logic to create and analyze the algorithms and programs that make technologies such as machine learning, cloud and high-performance computing, computer security, data management and visualization, computational biology, and yes, even the commencement cell phone selfies you're taking tonight possible. On behalf of our 44 faculty and staff and our nearly 1,500 graduate and undergraduate students, I invite you to join us in congratulating this spring's PhD, Master's, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts graduates.
Daniel O'Connell. Sarah Grimes. Michael Arroyo. Aaliyah Hernandez. Jonathan Lamparter. Fiona Thompson. Rohini Saran. Carolyn Highland. Liana Pipanakura. Merle Crutchfield IV. Avram Para. Christian Martinez. Tony DeAnda. Frederick Laos. Garrison Mendlick. Weihao Yu. Grace Driscoll. Jacob Chambers. Anthony Bisgood. Gary Lee. Alyssa Yanez. Chris Mackholtz. Gabriel Barnes. Klaus Mana. Carson Chapman. Gang Shi. Brandon Kaplan. Edward Botterbush. John Forchie. Christopher Chua. Kyle Clements. Karan Anand. Om Kudalkar. Anna Popat. Paris Garcia. Raul Davila. Adi Banerjee. Peter Vo. Nicholas Vetter. Hunter Blair. Jonathan Kong. Kate Stafford. Jalen Toombs. Jacob Barner. Alexander Dimitrov. Philippe Lopez. Chase Clapperich. Zachary Lopez. Tim Gavlik. Aaron Katua. Matthew Ricci. Hung Le Ba. Ali El-Neymar. Qi Zhang. Kalaz Wang. Chris Brinkley. Gavin Vogt. Shreyas Kandakar. Jasnam Swani. Alyssa Crawford. Freya Barber. Maurizio Brooks. Yongsin Guao. Reese Davis. Nolan Siemens. Todd Necker. Ashley Rahman. Daniel Wiesner. Nat Quang Vu. Juan Huang An. Vishal Sidareddy. Zhuashen Tai. Matthew Lewis. Ethan Zorbas. Chris Fleming. Calvin Itori. Andrew Logan. Dofu Trong Nguyen. An Win Fung. Eric Hill. Navjit Bular. Andrew Scott. Jingyi Ma. Connie Sun. Amy Paul. Kartikeya Shukla. Saurav Mangla. Deep Mehta. Deep Ruparal. And Catherine Williams.
Jeremiah Hackett, Faculty and Associate Dean for Graduate Students and Postdocs, will introduce the Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology.
Good afternoon, College of Science. The Ecology and Evolutionary Biology Department at the University of Arizona is the home of the Biology, the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, and the Bioinformatics majors. Our department was created at a time when scientists still divided the study of life into botany and zoology. But our department, the first of its kind, brings together the disciplines of ecology and evolution, which seek to understand the principles that unite all living things and drive its diversity. We are proud and grateful that many of you have contributed to this work in the classroom, in the field, and in the laboratory. The faculty and staff of the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology Department are delighted to celebrate this journey of discovery we have shared together with you as we recognize the achievements of our graduating seniors and outstanding graduate students.
Shifat Hussain. Shani Caspi. Lauren Murfeld. Emily Farnall. Jaden Obrakta. Isel Lopez. Jennifer Hall. Victoria Tran. Christopher Martinez. Richard Austin. Zinab Hussain. Angelica Simmons. Aditi Parekh. Sahiba Singh. Alandra Rascon. Eliana Perez. Madeline Masterson. Lorelei Switzer. Owen Stokes. Ann Leverick. Halen Meeks. Melissa Garza. Haley Hopkins. Regina Grace Requino. Ayler Sadrabazaz. Nikil Naik Negi. Sophia Santos. Alyssa Nelson. Fijaji Jessica Nomachi. Jessica Lum. Dominic Rodriguez. Jonathan Garcia. Gracie Marchesi. Sean Moffett. Jeffrey Clark. Cole Fields. Therese Maxine Cruz. Medina Roshan. Danny Trangmo. Italia Williams. McKenna Olson. Will Peterson. Adam Houston. Esmeralda Gallego Acedo. Destiny Foreman. Sophia Ainsworth. Pranith Nandamuri, Megan Temkin. Rebecca Garcia. Teresa Hopkins. Kendall Deal. Jennifer Nguyen. Sydney Whiteman. Gabrielle Goring. Kate Spellman. Rebecca Stouffer. William Nenad. Summer Kincannon. Sophia Anthony. Brittany Huang. Janae Musio. Brianna Stewart, Ariel De Gregorio, Oyenkansola Olieba, Carly Vedvik, Dominique Vasquez Campos, Bella Edmond, Sarah Kranick, Madison Cook, Kathleen Katie McCain, Kyra Dixon, Kaya Dixon, Marilyn Nuama, Aaron's Ogbor, Una Hussack, Madeline Cahill, Lila Kessler, Kayla Reddy, Ali Syke, Michelle Vanover, Lily Wren, Lauren Chung, Sergio Ocho Torrena, Nicholas Behrens, Dustin Aiden, Daniel Yohn, Cassandra Waltman, Amber Davidson, Joseph Salinka, Michael Eckroat, Carolyn Kelly, Sophia Loy, Carly Onan, Jocelyn Lopez, Christabel Roberts, Matthew Rittmiller, Jaron Botiz, Mateo Alphas, Inyolua Odidina, Tai Bui, Ryan Nguyen, Madeline Moore, Claire Lee, Ashley Martin, Giovanni Allende, Michael Robillard, Logan Elias, Lillian McCrory, Madison Everson, Jeffrey Milberg, Joelle Ponta, Sarah Garci, Jordan Lund, Camille Price, Myrtle Thacker, Pauline Luna, Michael Becenti, Hassan Qureshi, Nickel Joseph, Matthew Carr, Alexandra Janet, Nicole Blanco, Brian Evans, Kai Sutterby, Allie Martin, Kimberly Hernandez, Jasmine Bauer, Jacob Quinones,
George Garrels, a professor in Geosciences, will introduce that department.
Congratulations, 2023 Geoscience graduates, on your awesome achievement. Well done. In Geosciences, we conduct cutting-edge research and educate new generations of scientists about the fundamental physical, chemical, and biological processes controlling Earth from the core to the clouds. Our students have earned degrees in geosciences at an important time when our society really needs people who have the skills necessary to address some of the most critical issues of our time, such as climate change, the transition to more sustainable natural resources and sources of energy. Today, more than ever, our students also have the important responsibility to educate the public about the history and the future of our planet so that we can work together to solve current and future problems. It's a privilege for me to be able to congratulate all of you on your achievements and to wish you continued success on your future adventures.
Benjamin McNabney. Madeline Williams. Danielle Schwartz. Madeline Brown. Robert Morse. Gianna Duberick. Connor Jensen. Nicole Carrison. Matthew Doyle. Noor Hudia. Abdul Rahman Alajaji. Tekla Dominguez. Jeffrey Carvalho. Taylor Genevieve Bergen. Minsuo Huang. Joshua Fox. Luis Montijo. Austin Almeyer. Zachary Leisenmeyer. Natakorn Kongulated. Duke Ozama. Fahad Al-Husani. Ahad Al-Hamrani, excuse me. Morgan Kreider. Katie Slaughter. Dana Asudni. Mohammed Al-Balawi. Woo! Saud Amagluth. Abdul Rahman Kurdi. Zainab Al-Mahoun. Zainab Al-Mubarak. Ali Buarish. Sultan Al-Abdul Mohsin. Porfirio Asensio. Brandon Tober. Oh, hold on, sorry. Okay, now Brandon Tober. Alice Kojima.
Christopher Castro, the interim department head of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences, will introduce that department.
The Department of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences is extraordinarily proud to present our Spring 2023 graduating class. For over 60 years, our programs have been at the forefront of weather, water, and climate, now addressing the existential challenges of climate change and water resources that confront our state, nation, and world. It goes without saying it's been a horrific year for us, with the loss of 3 department members, including Professor Tom Meischner. We deeply thank you, Dean Carmi, for dedicating this graduation ceremony in Tom's memory. But out of tragedy, we've come together as family, supporting each other one day at a time. We are resilient. We are strong. To our graduates, it's been my honor and privilege to lead you, and I couldn't be prouder of you. May you all go forward in courage and love.
Samuel Dahl. Stella Heflin. Stephanie Serrano. Mika Jaroki. Sidian Chen. Kayla McCauley. Kevin Dyer. Abigail Kaler. David Morales. Yuen Heng Wang. Chandler Noyes.
Dave Glickenstein, faculty in mathematics, will introduce that department.
Hello, graduates, families, friends. I'm Dave Glickenstein, Associate Head of the Department of Mathematics here at University of Arizona. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates of 2023. You've survived and even thrived under extraordinary circumstances, and we're all very proud of each and every one of you. Mathematics is the art and science of numbers, shapes, measurement, randomness, and structure. It is the fundamental language of science, engineering, and technology. It's what transforms data into scientific laws, observations into predictions, and uncertainties into probabilities. We're happy that every person graduating today has mastered a lot of mathematics on their path to their degree, and most of you have come through our classrooms. A deeper study of mathematics is both fascinating and an excellent career move. The department's degrees prepare students for careers ranging from information technology, logistics, manufacturing, to data science, finance, and insurance, and education. They are key foundations to more advanced studies of physical, biological, and social sciences and engineering, and for graduate study and research in mathematics itself. Graduates, we are very proud of you today for both your academic achievements, for your grit, and for your resilience. You've accomplished a lot already, and we're looking forward to seeing all the great things you will do in the future. Congratulations to the graduates and your families, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Go Cats!
Noah Brahm. Matthew Wallace. Jeremiah Williams. Anna McCarson. Alan No. Benjamin Brock. Maxime Cathala. Peyton Mikowski. Eleni Howard. Aaron Bradley. Noah Bolanos. Landon Means. T. Cow. Fiona Catcher. Elliot Kennedy. Zachary Schlamowitz. Arjun Nigam. Ethan Morgan. Wenjun Hong. Ji Kajuan. Hong Yu Wu. Rithik Aghav. Jacob Schickmeller. Dale Camarata. Courtney Unterreiner. Caitlin Weber. Mason Perkins. Brooke Leslie. John Richie Culiopo. Teresa Perez. Ulysses Valenzuela. John Partington. Marina Cariaga Castellanos. Deandra Payen. Carly Snell. Dharma Hoy. Catherine Fitz. Akil Mohan. Jacob Wickstead. Sean O'Mara. Robert Lee. Hemming Lee. Ziyi Wang. Yingzi Sun. Stefan Nelson. Sarah Jackson. Rachel Ausprung. Jose Tamburini. Rang Tong. Sarah Stallman. Dariane Sanchez. Samantha Schatz. Kim Yoon Shi. Julia Van Heeringen. Benjamin Meyerson. Snehashish Satpathy. Aditya Shewali. Donald Bango. Caleb Barr. Logan Henry. Kylie Maddox. Brayton Brandis. Liam Wilson. Andrew Olson. Shankara Nair Yanan. Eva Orozco Moret. Ariana McClinton. Garrett Cook. Josh Colton. Logan Arrowsmith. Vivian Guyen. Yixuan Shen. Sarah Backelman. Cindy Hugh. Brian Castillo. Sarvesh Paradkar. Benna Smith. Onitsa Raguchi. Miley Martin. Wenbo Ouyang. Xiaoying Liu. Yang Kim. Emily Banks. Kevin Luna. Gregory Johnson. William Fries.
Ryan Gutenkunst, the Associate Department Head of Molecular and Cellular Biology, will introduce that department.
All life on Earth is driven by the same molecular machinery. In molecular and cellular biology, our students leverage that unity to address questions such as, how did life transition from single cells to complex organisms? Or how can we block interactions between proteins to cure cancer? Our students thus seek to understand life from its earliest beginnings to the patient's bedside. Our graduates serve their communities as physicians, as researchers, as educators, and beyond. As a particular example, let me highlight an MCB alum who's already on stage, our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Sherry Blowett. To the students, it has been our privilege to help you learn, and we look forward to following you on your brilliant journeys. Congratulations.
Haley Howdy-Siran. Aiki Maya. Yasmin Almazan. Italy Balbastro. Brianna Guzman. Cynthia Zakao. Chitani San Garachi Dia. Ronald Wesley Wilcoxon II. Hao Zhao. Madison Christensen. Jennifer Bloom. Lucilia Garcia. Dylan Lamanek. Taylor Cruz. Gabriela Rendina. Hannah Kruglov. Anissa Delgado. Lauren Chopra. Aaron Kelwar. Natalie Margie. Dimitri Kolikpolos. Zach Hills. Alyssa Jin. Leah Ponko. Emma Anderson. Hannah Clark. Zihan Wang. Kevin Collins. Daphne Parada. Shannon Chiran. Caitlin Rugg. Anthony Chen. Robert Rayleigh. Natat Soni. Sakashi Kara. Mac McGraw. Rhiannon Oliveres. Tyler Watson. Maria Darza. Mackenzie Moore Costello. Justin Gregory. Joshua Henry. Shivali Nigam. Jillian Sweetland. Amanda Moon. Tyler Coons. Emma Tolthan. Leah Chang. Jonah Balsa. Sai Gorte. Ashton Thomas. Brooke Linden. Annalisa Stevens. Brooke Carothers. Julia Weiland. Jamie Stewart. Holly Labas. Ethan Patterson. Matina Kuanlis. Michael Deeb. Paola Guerra. Sydney Verdugo. Rashika Basani. Sarah Crane. Jeffrey Carrier. Summer Blanc. Ryan Ramsuk. Bella Alcalade. What's your name? Same Husan Hubazasin. Adviat Jivanadam. Nina Koyila. Sabrina Hirschhorn. Myra Rivera. Emily Niju. Lexi Cooper. Luis Espeso.
Ulysses Ricoy, faculty in Neuroscience and Cognitive Science, will introduce that department.
Congratulations, graduates. Neuroscience, the study of the brain and behavior, is one of the ultimate frontiers of humanity and society. Neuroscience and cognitive science says to understand the nervous system in health and disease, trying to understand why we laugh, why we itch, how we remember where we left our car. On behalf of the entire Department of Neuroscience and overall neuroscience community on this university, congratulations, class of 2023.
Chloe Metzler. Ashley Nguyen. Illick Miller. And Ansi Blakely. Anand Patel. Angelina Tran. Rachel Newcomb. Shayani Shah. Daryl Mason. Ariana King. Lindsay Taha. Nicole Carpentieri. Surya Fitzgerald. Taylor Martin. Courtney Olinsky. Jada Williams. Faith Johnson. Daniela Johnson. Nina Almodova. Tabassum Husseini. Austin Haddock. Sharon Vega Flores. Amber Owens. Rachel Arp. Melinda Beeson. Shruti Attereri. Savannah Vasquez. Alexandra Wilson. Jacob Solovi. Hi, how are you? Harrison Cole. Alyssa Nugent. Miriam Haras. Ashley Wang. Riley Aldrich. Keely Smith. Liana Stevens. Brian Lee. Ali Grevsmuhl. Alexandra Susanna. Queenana Biglai. Kira Covey. Dominique Jordan. Olivia Flauto. Tamsin Ubis. Aliana Jones. Victoria Coronado. Monique Varela. Paige Nee. Daisy Jorian. Elizabeth Lopez. Stephanie Salvador Damas. An Nguyen. Dilani Hita. Gazelle Rios. Kayla Masterson. Miley Denton. Kaylee Dock. Ashley Minks. Chloe Fung. Nicole Carmiol. Kaiko Zizu. Rachel Becker. Taylor Dietrich. Hannah Lynch. Zachary Polite. Brianna Zahorkis. Lauren Anthony. Max Milivid. McKenna Gerke. Farah Soal. Cecilia Rasil. Victoria Antonio. Nicholas Lingefelter. Yashwini Ravinthiran. Christopher Sturzinar. Zahara Navid. Cameron Bose. Brandon Good. Michaela Miller. Dalton Storamo. Katie Yelafari. Haley Skonvensky. Adarsh Vinodakumar. Nicole Pierce. Jake Simpson. Lauren Cruz. Rhea Arvin. Kirsten Russo. Ashley Sanchez. Kayla Murphy. Katie Seinball. Elizabeth Hehemi. Kate Ruffley. Dalen Hinderacher. Anaka Gorge Smith. Jamie Hardigan. Claire Albertson. Afni Gandhi. Madison Officer. Haley Grand Prix. Kelly Comstock. Ivina Della Rosa. Laurel Abbott. Madison Wild. Aubrey Brenton. Tyson Chapman.
Okay, Shumit Mazumdar, the department head of physics, is going to tell us what physics is all about.
Physics searches for the fundamental rules that govern the universe. It's a foundational science, but that does not mean that it is traditional. These days, physicists contribute to the origin of life as well as the origin of the universe. DNA transcription, as well as gravity waves, green energy, as well as superconductivity. We are inspired by interdisciplinary problems while emphasizing fundamentals in solving them. The physics department provides a high-quality education that prepares the next generation of physicists for problem solving in industry, academia, and government labs. Students play an important and sometimes key role in faculty research. Students and faculty from the physics department have been involved in research spanning the understanding of dark matter and dark energy, attosecond spectroscopy, and more efficient utilization of solar energy. I am proud to be here to honor the achievements of our students.
Junming Wu. Arthur Enriquez. Rija Rajpurohit. Kush Agrawal. Hina Goto. Rianne Cooey. Olivia Picchi. Rudolph Rodriguez. Aiden DeBray. Finley Hartz. Maxwell Rizzo. Ryan Sessions. Matthew Spotnitz. Paul Ryan.
Mark Marley, the department head of Planetary Sciences, will introduce that department.
The University of Arizona's Planetary Science Department was the first academic unit anywhere to be devoted solely to the study of the planets and other bodies of the solar system. Today, our faculty and students help us gain a better understanding of our place in the universe by studying the planets, moons, asteroids, comets, and interplanetary particles of our own solar system and those of planetary systems orbiting other stars. Planetary science calls upon many of the natural sciences to accomplish this goal, from chemistry to physics to geology to atmospheric sciences to astronomy and beyond. Whether we are studying the habitability of extrasolar planets, or, as we will on September 24th, be bringing back samples of the asteroid Bennu, in the end, we come to view our own home with new eyes. Please join me in welcoming and recognizing the graduates of 2023.
Rachel Fernandez. Amanda Statterman. Tarunika Ramprasad. Laura Seifert. Emily Shoemaker. Allison McGraw.
Lee Ryan, the department head of psychology, will introduce that department.
Hello, psychology! Calm yourselves down. I always love that moment. Thank you. Everything we do in psychology is to promote health. Our faculty and students work together to find solutions for issues that affect all of our lives, from mental health issues like depression and anxiety, to disorders of the human brain like Down syndrome and Alzheimer's disease, and to issues that affect the very core of our society, from cultural bias to discrimination and health disparities. Students in our field actually enter many different careers: psychological research, clinical work, medicine, business, education, law, and many others. I'm very proud to say that we are the largest major in the College of Science. And we are the most diverse. So well more than half of our graduates are from underrepresented groups, and many more are first in their families to graduate with a college degree. So congratulations to all of the psychology graduates today, and to all of the College of Science class of 2023.
Kayla Mock. Samantha Moreno. Jimena Ramirez. Tosia Williams. Addison Beam. Riddhi Trivedi. Carly Top. Zariah Ellis. Benjamin Drogan. Justin Homer. Amber Ray Chase. J.C. Colmar. Alexa Lichty. Amber Mehta. Emma Ragmano. Alex Irwin. Kaylin Farnham. Shayla Edwards. Rachel Palomino. Lindsay Elizabeth Hageman. Elizabeth Brown. Evan Siegel. Nick Grange. Anna Sidner. Joseph Hensel. Cameron Edenfield. Pranikita Konethrad. Valentina Manrique. Sasha Wisdom. Liza Kiefer. Emmanuel Pereira. Jonna Smith. Ashley Brianna Lopez. Gianna Troyce. Haley Bix. Sydney O'Neill. Alexia Martinez. Kira Richter. Elise Irving. Sarah Lupita Valderrama. Sydney Erickson. Olivia Mastrilli. Darius Gaskin. Michael Phillips. Cole Ship. Michael Acosta. Tatiana Vasquez. Meghna Shriram. Methmi Yagasinghe. Savannah Mansour. Morgan Beckendorf. Isabel Ferreira. Lindsay Reese. Victoria Breckenridge. Richard Pontzler. Skylar Caceres. Annabella Zenz. Abigail Lore. Maya Shulka. Mariana Thornton. Ava Rossellini. Bella Rivera. Catherine Donoso. Tanner Covington. Zosh Zandor. Shuo Yang. Sarah Zarowski. Leah Shidror. Michelle Lauren Morgan. Madison Mills. Muskanpreet Kaur. Eliana Ortiz, Daniela Sakar, Kyle Taryn Krebs, Grace Dutcher, Livy Palmer, Savannah Valenzuela, Caitlin Andre, Skylyn Bermudez, Juliana Fernandez, Manza Virapani, Carly Mota, Natalie Campillo, Olivia Black, Alexandra Mansfield, Michaela Dowling, Cameron Dowling, Madison McNeil, Hannah Kepford, Caitlin Ward-Brown, May Long, Arazu Zakaria, Katrina Seidel, Ashwini Shankar, Rafael Segovia, Kylie Lau, Casey Harbert, Alyssa Dowdell, Kiara Williams, Michaela Lang, McKenna Schultz, Crystal Yabgulzadeh, Isis Gamrez, Madison Isbell, Liliana Sheldon, Laura Letson, Raquel Trope, Isabella Patterson, Katie Needham, Nicholas Elu, Brennan Graves, Luke Eccles, David Wall, Lena Yu, Lauren Bocardi, McKinley Huddleston, Isabel Foreman, Sarah Stockman, Jessica Williams, Diamond Anderson, Taylor Joe Shermer, Mackenzie Vanoff, Caitlin Campbell, April Clark, Jessica Valdez, Carisha Aguirre, Sarah Scalaris, Hannah Wilkes, Daniel McCarthy, Micaela Trejo Flores, Kate Tippery, Jenna Kwidzinski, Anna McFarland, Sophia Acampora, Zawadi Bryant, Victoria Huffer, Rebecca Reed, Jackson Bromfield, Gary Magalad, Sean Taylor. Samantha Sepulveda. Becca Spear. Joanna Salver. Marina Förster. Elise Nakamovitz. Aspen Hoffmans. LaShawn Walker. Isabella Gonzalez. Jennifer Rivera Knight. Analia Ibarra. Tabarak Al-Sad. Lauren Naughton. Matthew Yeager. Isan Sood. Cross Pearson. Brittany Laux. Randy Burdett. Vanessa Webb. Shelby Lambert. Yadel Arvizu. Michelle Makareg. Olivia Wood. Alejandra Marin Abundio. Paige Bordowitz. Madeline Orlick. Erin Dye. Caitlin Riley. Eve Loughran. Lauren Ruiz. Delaney Bonn. Cooper Schroeder. Ana Mendoza. Veronica Valenzuela Renteria. Kathy Bremner. Luitzi Berman. Maddie Liebman. Sarah Argo. Grace Hormel. Brianna Antillion. Francesca Suleimani.
Kate Stegman. Hannah Hernandez. Mallory Curry. Nathan Duong. Leticia Gehrman. Shannon Stewart. Allison Grayton. Brendan Hugesteger. Amaya Loya. Cannon Mason. Liam Manring. Joshua Dusek. Christian Gilbert. Teresa Hawkins. Ivani Bryant. Lyric Reed. Mia Pena. Midnight Sierra Joe. Amanda Macedo. Yuvia Anya. Jose Cañez. Kyle Stevenson. Caden Bazell. McKenna Lees. Destiny Sanchez. Vanessa Aguilar. Ola Abaniche. Shola Abaniche. Lana Eleli. Divine Favor Igwe. Yasmin Sanyas. Janet Gonzalez Fernandez. Emily Sizeski, thank you. Miriam Terry. Haley Hurst. Erica Zanello Jackson. Amy Nebling. Marissa McKenzie. Haley Waits. Clara Pollock. Natalie Franzis. Ariana Calzadias. Nor Sabrina Bagwana. Dylan Megawan. Leah Levy. Talia Santoro. Madison Manley. Bridget Lampkin. Natalie Temple. Jolie Odell. Alexandra Beatty. Allison Vela. Abigail Walker. Brett D. Miller. Whoa! Brianna Murray. Alexa Cueto. Haley Pacala. Avery Warhover. Isela Oliveras, Danny McCartney. Gianna Ciancimino. Awesome. Ania Prasnik. Allie Brugman. Tara Kuiper. Dominic Panzarella. Victoria Sanchez. Claudia Herbert. Nina Weinberger. Sydney Henkel. Haley Bergstrom. Colby Johnson. Connor Starkins. Jordan Suazo. Natalie Woodward. Erica Gabert. Logan O'Brien. Erahim Aldashiti. Khalil Gardley. Zadeh Cannon. Stephen Ryan. Emma Lapin. Anna Kendall Wallace. Alana Todeshi. Nick Stevenson. Aiden O'Malley. Reagan Adams. Jaden Yanover. Sydney Baumgardner. Jordan Minkus. Trevor Walls. Geneva Mendoza. Jaslyn Andrade. Adrian Brown. Belen Gallardo Reyes. Sun Yi Lu. Brian Handley. Eileen David. Laura Bayman. Ruyo Wang. Isabel Romba. Christina Jorgensen. Edward Rivas Davila. Javier Mendoza. Annika Reimers. Daniela Gonzalez Herrera. Catherine Dussault. Waverly Riley. Samuel Rodriguez. Elena Ciriello. Gayla Feugelman. Christina Laurenti. Sammy Greenwald. Jillian Fournier. Chloe Scruggs. Connor Pacetti. Kaylee Cook. Ethan Hudgens. Amber Keener. Mackenzie Peters. Taryn Belt. Jaden Adams. Aya Kasim. Hadil Alsadeh. George Ballinger. Isabel Bacosa. Yanira Ibarra. Kashfi Mulek. Cedric Torres. Tori Hans. Natalie DiMartini.
Juan Osuna. Paola Renteria. Anairani Valdez. Juliana Juarez. Justin Powell. Bethany Carter. Riley Broca. Elena Bustamante. Lindsay Fonder. Madison LaMonica. Samuel Wurzel. Giovanna Quesada Avila. Lisa Dominguez. Carla Trujillo Romero. Karime Verdugo. Genevieve Connor. Grace Lodge. Hunter Spence. Kyle Martin. Nina Pignato. Hannah Reddle. Zachary Buscelli. Diego Machi. Anissa Reed Hemrick. Bethany Capehart. Karen Dragseth. Allison Brownstein. McKenna Bamesberger. Lauren Berry. Jayla Sowell. Miko Din. Morgan Whitesell. Hannah von Balkenberg. India Matthews. Helen Collias. Liliana Encinas. Stephen Armenta. Carly Hoban. Ariana Chavez. Ashley Hodes. Sadie Malnovic. Allison Quiroz. Angel Gross. Dakota Dollister. Buzz Brooks. Okay. Julissa Uriostige. Alexis Leiva. Jared Galera. Gloria Smith. Angela Quijada. Iruegas. Telma Iruegas. Eleanor Payette. Tessa Velarde. Michaela Pyle Jarnigan. Brooklyn Polimani. Dominic Almanzo. Kristen Defoe. Parker Davis. Arden Hayek. Ashley LaRue. Magdalena Robb. Hannah Hill. Shahab Abshin. Anna Williams. Selden Starkweather. Shannon Blair. Maya Ziegler. Carolyn Hare. Taylor Firmwalt. Jake Dahmer. Justin Wellborn. Haley Rudy. Isaac Zwinger Nathanson. Caitlin Rodriguez. Kayla Garcia. Carolina Grajeda. Rayona Alvarez. Abigail Mina. Angel de la Rosa. David Negelsbach. Dylan Horner. Oh, hang on. I'll say it again. Dylan Horner. John Taylor. Harrison Schmidt. Li Chuan Ku. Mónica Acevedo Molina. Alexa Chandler. Megan Ergens. Veronica Kraft. Sophie Wardle Pinkston.
That's right.
Mary Alt, the Department Head of Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences, will introduce that department.
All right, thank you everybody, and thanks for everyone who stayed till the end. I think we saved the best for last. In our department, we study the science behind the amazing process that happens when an idea comes from somebody's head, and through spoken words, signed language, or written language, somebody else understands it. We look at how this works when it works well and when there are challenges, and along the way, we come to appreciate different conventions and of different cultures. And so to our PhDs who are getting ready to make amazing discoveries to change the world, to our graduate professionals who are the next generation of audiologists and speech-language pathologists, and to our undergraduates who are critical thinkers, collaborative problem solvers, and empathetic human beings, I can't wait to see the good you're going to do in the world. Congratulations.
Audrey Neogen. Lakin Lee. Elise Rivera Gutierrez. Monica Garcia. Sierra Tizell. Alia Washington. Jasmine Butler. Paula Cooley-Kroll. Olivia Schiller. Lady Dorothy Eli. Emma Gooding. Brooke Couture. Rebecca Chan. Erica Valdez. Kyle Wunsch. Alexa Diaz. Camila Castillo. Caitlin Jodon. Virginia Lyon. Celia Escorcia. Alyssa Torres. Cassandra Cruz. Savannah Patterson.
Well, the crowd has thinned a bit, but the enthusiasm and noise certainly has not. So thank you all for staying with us. I promise to keep it very short, but I would like to say to our graduates, as newly minted scientists, this is a critical time to pursue science. We encourage you to continue to feed your curiosity, continue to explore and to discover. Take time to listen and learn from new people and new experiences. Also, share your experiences and understanding with others. We look forward to seeing where your journey takes you, and so please stay connected with us in the College of Science and in the University of Arizona, and of course with your friends in your departments. At this time, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'd like to ask the graduates who are still here to change the tassel to the left side of your head. And remember, wear your science with pride. Congratulations, graduates. All right, so I'd like to ask each of you to please stay seated until the platform party and graduates have left the building. Let's let our graduates leave first, even though there are a few. And we're gonna run the recessional right now. Thank you all for staying with us.